cool. All right. Looks like the music didn't stop. Okay, just a second. Oh, I see what happened. There we go. I had it running on the comments running, and it was running the thing. Anyways, did my screen freeze?
No,
We good? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm in Tokyo. Where are you at? You're.
I'm in New Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just outside of New York.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah. So I just woke up. So I'm like still getting the coffee in my system. So yeah, I just was really excited to have you in here today. It's I know the emergence has been like going pretty crazy. They had that really big sale. Like was it 2 days ago? I was like, wow.
Yeah, that
happened like around 3 a.m. I was like, what?
Yeah, that way exceeded any of our expectations for that, I would say.
Yeah. Was it $55,000? $7,000?
56,700, I think, was at when it went off. So.
Oh man,
7,000 Tez.
Oh, that's crazy. That's almost a whole like roll. What's the most expensive like trading card that you've ever seen sold besides?
Oh, I mean, if you look at Magic cards, people have spent as much as $500,000 for like a Alpha Black Lotus in like super high graded condition.
Okay. So I guess it's feasible that this can still go up in value. Maybe. But I thought it was interesting because I remember like watching some of your other videos and talking to you at the was it Utopia, and you were saying that the real value that you're trying to add to the cards is people winning tournaments and getting like stamps and things like that and signatures on their cards, right?
Sure. Well, look, there's a lot of different ways that people can enjoy a game. Mm-hmm. They can enjoy experience, and we want to give people opportunities to experience our games at all these different levels. And so you can play the games pretty inexpensively, right? And get into the game and grind your way through and buy and sell cards, back and forth to the marketplace. Or you can also experience these kind of like high-end promo cards that are incredibly rare, but the one of a kind promo card is a function of it's the first minted, it's this artwork. That's not necessarily, that doesn't make it a more powerful card than the regular version of that card that'll be released in game. Right?
Yeah, it was the first edition.
It makes it cooler. That's all.
Yeah. It was the first edition to ever be released, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting.
All right, so well, I just thought that was really exciting, so I want to talk about it. I was just thinking, I was like looking at your profile and some of your older videos and your kind of LinkedIn and everything, and I noticed that you were into board games at first, and then you kind of moved into you saw a need for like a Magic the Gathering like tournaments, so you started hosting those, and then just recently. Well, maybe not so recently, a year or so ago, I guess, you probably got interested in the NFT space. And what kind of got you interested and tipped you over the edge and move into NFTs and choose Tezos?
Sure. So to back up, really, I started out in comics. I started out making comics, publishing comics, writing comics. Got pulled from there into the collectible card game space. I was always a gamer, but got really involved in running events around Magic. Got involved in the esports aspect of Magic, and also, while that was all going on, developed a company that designed board games, designed digital card games. We worked on the first hybrid physical digital trading card game, which was very similar in a lot of ways to blockchain. Each card was completely unique. It had its own unique set of stats and its own unique code, and you could redeem it for a digital object that was similarly unique, which was called Chaotic, which was a pretty exciting adventure. So have been doing a lot of these things all in parallel. about 2 years ago, maybe a little more than 2 years at this point. I was talking about starting a new trading card game. Definitely was looking digital. Started talking to my friend Zvi Moshowitz, who I know through the Magic community, who was also, he's like, I'm also thinking about starting a digital trading card game. He's like, oh, interesting. Let's talk a little bit more. And he's like, I think I'm going to do something around NFTs. And I'm like, what's that? Right? This is well more than 2 years ago. And he's like, well, it's on the blockchain. I'm like, oh, blockchain, get out of here. That's, this CryptoKitties didn't even exist yet, right? Or was just popping around, right? Like, so.
Oh wow,
like,
this is way back then.
Yeah,
wow.
this is like, there's Bitcoin and there's Ethereum at this point, right? And people are starting to, do the little shit coins and stuff, and all sorts of stuff is going on. And
that was me, all the shit coins.
or whatever they called them at the time, right? And anyway, and so he's like, hey, I think we should be doing stuff on blockchain. I think we should be doing NFTs. I know some people who are involved in this really cool blockchain, Tezos, and it's really interesting, and they're really interested in gaming, and let's all have a conversation. And so I met Kathleen, I met Arthur, we talked about it, and we started building a trading card game around the Emergence IP, which is something that I had created through my comic book experience over the years. Yeah. And we started talking about doing that. And we started to figure out how that would work and what the economics would look like and what it meant and trying to, as I'm learning about all of this for the first time and starting to understand it and go, wait a minute, this is super cool. This is because it's very elemental to me. It makes sense the same way owning a physical trading card game, right? Owning physical Pokemon cards, owning physical Magic cards, owning physical Yu-Gi-Oh cards or physical Star Trek cards. It makes sense. You own this card. You can buy it. You can sell it. You can trade it. It represents a certain amount of economic freedom as a player, right? Like your hobby is not just this one-sided hobby, which they can often be digitally. Digitally, your hobbies just become push money down a hole, play for a little while, I'm out of money. All right, push some more money down the hole and play, right? And so we love this idea that, all of these economies could spring up around a game, which is what you see in real life Magic. You see people buying and selling cards, they go to shows. You see people who, grade cards, and, there's all these different little cottage industries that have sprung up around physical card games. And we're like, this could totally happen for digital. And so that was the big piece for me. That was the big thing that clicked. And, as we started doing that, it just made more sense to me. And I started thinking about comics, and I started thinking about buying digital comics. And again, it's the same thing of just pushing money down a hole, right? Like I don't own anything. What am I paying for? Something like Marvel Unlimited, I can understand where I'm just paying for access to read your comics, right? I understand that, I guess, right? Like, but I still don't. I'm a collector. I mean, look, my house is original art, right? And it's like first edition books, and I've got a closet full of Magic cards, and I've got 3 boxes of toys over here, right? I like owning things. I like collecting them. I like the memories that come with them. I like the stories around them. And I was like, wait, we can just do so many different things in the NFT space. Mm-hmm. And comics were a big part of that for me. I was like, the idea that you could actually own your digital comics, that you could, sell your digital comics. You could be like, I have the first appearance of the Accelerant. I own this. And there's only this many of them. And if you want one, you're going to need to make me an offer, right? That there's this collectability. And it, for me, is just that made sense. And so we sort of took what started out as this idea about building a card game, and we were able to spin up this whole company around it called InterPop. And so, now we're doing the card game, we're doing this comics line, and we're also created this marketplace called InterPop with which to sort of facilitate all that. And it's going to come with we'll have a peer-to-peer marketplace in there pretty soon. And, it's just been really kind of exciting. Definitely a huge whirlwind. Definitely had our most successful day with InterPop the other day on one single card, where people were going crazy to get the first minted card.
I missed the good old days when you guys first launched, and then there was just one bidding war at the end, and I was like, I remember I was in the middle of the boondocks in like Shizuoka or something in Japan, and I ran out of. I ran out of reception, and I was like, no. And it was like somebody won with like, was it 888 or something?
Yeah. That was the original.
Yeah, I was like going for it, but then I ran out of reception. I was like, oh.
That was the digital original art for the cover of the 9 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now it's like, the price is just 7,000. I was like, oh man, this is really picking up what do you call it? Speed. Yeah.
And you, you had didn't you dish out a fairly steep price for one of our comics?
Yeah, I did. I traded some of my Tezos, actually, a different NFT, and we traded the Tezos, and the Tezos are worth quite a bit. I really wanted the Abyss one because I've been looking. I really like the Abyss artwork and the Abyss character. So
yeah, those are like the floors of what, 600 Tez for.
Yeah. So I guess it was 1,500 total for that guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's that was the previous highest price tag.
Yeah, I was pretty excited though. I really wanted that one.
Yeah, we just saw some pages come in for script pages come in for the new Abyss story. So that's
awesome.
happening.
Oh, sweet.
And that's one of the cool things we get to do with the comics. Also, is because you can verify that people own these comics, and that you could say, hey, everyone who owns one of these comics gets to vote on something, gets to have a say in what the cover is going to look like for the next issue, or something or the roster of stories for the next issue, or the art teams, or character design, or and we're coming close to this now in the main comic, whether characters live or die. That was something super exciting to me as a fan of the comics medium, as something really wild that you can do. And it's not just people who are piling in to vote, right? Like obviously there have been fan votes for things in the past, but then anybody can do it. Like you have to proof of fandom, right? Like you need to own one of these to be able to have a say in what happens in it. And I love that, right? That just speaks to me. So
yeah, and I think that's really cool. And I think a lot of other blockchains are taking a different spin with it, like having keys and things like that to get access to certain rooms. And the way you guys spun it around was you made it so you could change the end of the story, the characters, and choose who comes next. And that way you can kind of have a community that kind of creates the story as well, which really binds the community together. So I think that's really cool as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm excited. I'm excited about this meme contest. I'm excited to. I saw some really cool stuff coming through on Twitter for that. So
yeah, there was some really cool ones.
A couple I didn't understand. I'll be honest.
Yeah, some of them are a little bit interesting, but then the other ones were like really blockchain based. So I thought that was kind of funny how there was a mix of like comic book fans, and there's a mix of, but there's some really funny ones too. So. I wanted to ask more about the emergence gameplay a little bit, and
sure.
I remember you mentioned anting. I did play Magic the Gathering, and one thing I did want to mention, I really like this NFT, trading card, because when I was in middle school, I lost like all my OG Pokemon cards. Someone stole all of them.
No.
I was like doing one of those show and tell things, and then I had like the ghost one, a Gengar or whatever, and I had a shiny Gengar, Charizard, all the cool guys. Somebody stole them all right after my show and tell or whatever. Yeah. So sad.
Yeah, I was so funny. I was just talking about this with Zvi, and he was talking about having that experience with his Magic collection when he was in high school, where he just went to his locker and opened his locker and his cards were gone. And so.
So sad. Yeah. And there's no weight to NFTs either, so you can travel internationally, and it's great.
Yeah. No, it's super exciting. I can't wait for people to be playing the game and doing stuff with their cards and having those cards gain experience, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, and it's a good game. But you were saying something about anteing. I don't think we're gonna do anything where we introduce that ante mechanic I know Wizards of the Coast, that was how Magic used to work, and they certainly ran afoul of some of what some people felt was comfortable with doing. I think if people wanted to play a game of Emergence and wanted to, have a friendly wager between themselves, that's up to them. But we're not going to have an anti mechanic in the game. Okay. That's not something we would feel comfortable doing.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be easy enough with smart contracts. I've seen another game called Pixel POTUS do some. They have some similar contracts that do things like that, and I was like, oh, actually, it would work really well with smart contracts. But at the same time, do you really want to have one guy give up his land card or whatever, his mana or whatever, and then another guy gives like a super rare card?
Well, imagine the person who bought the first edition, the first printed Mazer.
Yeah,
that person plays, and then they get cut to that card in ante.
Yeah, so then they would never play with that. Then they would never play with that card. So
exactly, and that's also what you lead to. I want people to play with their cards. So that's kind of where we're at on that. I mean, I think you could probably come up with some variant on that had a similar feeling. You could probably do something where a game spawns a card and the winner gets that card. I don't know. That's something to look at down the line, but not currently on the immediate roadmap.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. Any other sort of ideas that you've had? Some ideas you can use the technology to kind of create friendly tournaments. People can just register for these tournaments and just play against each other for fun using the platform.
Sure. Well, I mean, in the game, when we launch, people will be able to play PvE or PvP, including direct challenges, and then we are going to be doing tournaments. Our entire game design team comes from a pretty tournament hardened background, and it's something that we all enjoy. And we want to create a number of different experiences for people. I think one of the big things that we're going to be able to do is create this sort of almost like self-regulating formats because the card prices are going to fluctuate, right? Because these supply and demand curves and will change. You see the card that's very desirable, that's really good, is going to generally be more expensive. And so one of the things we can do is create these formats based around salary caps. So, we can say you're going to come in, your deck can't be worth more than $10 to play in this format. Your deck can't be worth more than $100 to play in this format.
Oh, it's going to be like a kind of a, what do you call it? Like a graphed sort of like a score.
Yeah, it's kind of like a salary cap in organized sports.
Salary cap, okay.
And that's
you
something
can do that really easy with the blockchain by taking all the data, organize it. Okay.
So it becomes like, sure, you can play with this really powerful card, but you probably can't play with all three of these most powerful cards in this format. If you want to play, there'll certainly be anything goes, right? But creating some experiences for people so they don't feel totally priced out as the game goes along. So that's just something cool that we've been talking about that I think is a pretty interesting use of blockchain on what we would think of as organized play.
Okay. So nice. I did want to touch base on a little bit on some of the other side events that that you've been having, like Topia.io and things like that. I remember you mentioned you guys are planning like a whole world in Topia.io. How is that coming along? And what sort of events are you planning to do on there?
Well, we launched three of our four event projects on Topia at an event called Block Party, it's a virtual meeting space. They've run like Burning Man there. They run a bunch of other events. They've done some live concerts. It's kind of like a spatial chat, right? It's like, imagine if you were in Zoom, but you only see people you're next to. You actually have to wander up next to them to do that. It was super cool. Yeah, we had a great time running an event there. People seem to have a blast. We are certainly going to do some more events in there. We've been honestly, so heads down building the game, getting the comics platform not just finished, but constantly improved upon. Working on InterPop, working on some other exciting announcements that we can't make yet. that we have not. We've sort of tabled events to some extent until a little further down the line. I think I did just get an email from our events coordinator, and it was like, okay, here are all these events we want to do, virtual and otherwise, in 2022. So I think 2022 is going to be a big year for both virtual and physical events, where we talk to people much more directly about what we're doing and put people into this sort of community of supporters.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Very, very exciting. This, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to touch on this before. You were mentioning sort of having tournament recognition on the NFT cards themselves. What are you thinking about that? Like having people create like a digital signature, and then you can like stamp that onto the card, and then it'll become like a new NFT sort of thing? Or?
There's a certain amount of information that we're going to, record on chain for cards. Some of those things are going to be achievements for the card, like, basically unlocking, doing a certain amount of things with the card. But that can also include participation in tournaments and finishes in tournaments, which is really exciting. And I am not the engineer responsible for doing that. I am not an engineer. I'm utilized largely the other side of my brain than the engineers do. But it is something we can we are sure we can do, and we've talked about, and is going to be a big part of that emergence TCG experience. Is going to be like all of these experiences that you unlock with your cards.
Okay. Nice. Also, given your history in the PR, how are you planning to get artists more involved with the fans? I remember when I was at the Topia.io, I talked to a few of the artists, and I don't know, it was really fun to talk to them and hear their backgrounds and hear like how they felt the story was going and what they were excited about. How do you plan to kind of do this in the future?
Sure. So we've started our Discord channel, which we're going to be using more and more. We're going to start hosting some events within Discord with some of the comic creators, nice. Possibly doing some more events in Topia with comic creators. Also, just put the wheels in motion this week for the InterPodcast, which will be a weekly show where we talk to the various comic creators, game designers, team members who are building out all of these InterPop projects. So this is kind of, I guess, an exclusive because I haven't said this anywhere yet. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a podcast where we get to know a lot of those people much better, and doing a lot more engagement with the community on social media and on Discord.
Awesome.
So
cool. So Discord is the place to be then. Nice.
Yeah, the Discord's great actually.
If any of you guys are watching, make sure to log into the Discord. I'll go ahead and leave the Discord link into the description.
Yeah, I mean, definitely people are answering questions. Our game design team is in there all the time. Our comics team is in there. Our social media manager is in there all the time. I pop in and out. I try not to as much because then I just get lost. I'm like, oh, I'm in Discord, and then I don't get any work done that hour, so I'm trying, but even, I was in there today answering questions for people. So we all try to be there all the time and interact with people and talk to them and engage with community there. And I think that's going to be really been a nice experience for us in terms of letting people know what's coming and finding out what people want.
Yeah, Discord's a great way to like have competitions. You can have like little gaming bots and things like that. Have people score points.
Yeah,
and I do all sorts of things like that in my free time. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, and then also we'll be able to as we're doing stuff with the game, stream the game into the Discord channel as well. Right, so pretty exciting there. So
that's cool. What else do you expect from the fans? Like, what are you looking forward to from the fans? I did this meme contest. I thought it'd be really cool to start getting some like custom fan work done. So yeah, what would you like to see from the fans yourself?
You know what? I love seeing. You know, I found your engagement with the Abyss, right? You're like, I love this character. I want to own this cover, right? Seeing people find characters and storylines that they identify with the same way as I was growing up, and getting into the comics community, right? Like the way I found characters and stories and things that I identified with, and you know, that's hugely exciting for me. I love that, right? Like, you know, and seeing people talk about the characters and start to understand the stories. And there's a pretty like big story unfolding in the comics, and seeing how people react to that when we do some reveals about what the hell's going on over the next few issues is going to be really a lot of fun for me, and I'm really curious to see how the community reacts to that, and also how they shape what's going to happen during that during some of those reveals, because the things that we reveal may not be what I'm thinking they will be currently, because those events are going to constantly be shaped by how people vote on things. And in fact, one of the things I can't really wait for is we're going to put some character designs. We have some new characters that are going to be introduced both into the game and into the comics. And we're going to release options on those character designs as we get down to our final 2 or 3 choices on costume and, you know, look and feel and all these things. And people who own comics will be able to say, we want that one. And that'll be the character that gets put through to finished design. So seeing people have a hand in the development of this universe and the direction that it takes is really exciting for me.
Yeah, will you ever have like a place where or a time when you require like 2 different ownership of 2 different special comics in order to make a decision, or are you thinking about just doing it one comic, one decision?
No, we can certainly do stuff. I mean, right now where if you own any comic in a certain, so if you own any comic from the 9, you can vote on stuff in the 9. If you own any comic from Emergence Presents, and we've certainly talked about the idea of saying like, you need to own this, you know, Abyss story and this Professor Helios story to vote on the outcome of, and this is just making something up out of it, you know, in terms of, but you know, and the Abyss and Helios are going to fight each other, and you need to own both of those comics to be able to vote on the outcome of that story, right? Would be an example. And that's something we have talked about. I don't know where that is on the, you know, roadmap right now. It should be something we can do though.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Super exciting. I did actually have recently gotten a few comments like on Twitter. I've noticed like some Japanese people popping up and like commenting on some of my tweets about Emergence and stuff. But I noticed that there isn't any yet any Japanese what do you call it, characters or any like what do you call it, like Japanese language support. Are you guys planning to add some sort of multi-language support, or are you guys planning to just keep it in English?
So right now, I don't think we have localization plans on the comics. With something we've talked about. I can tell you that the CCG is going to have localization in Russian, French, Italian, German, and Spanish by public launch, and we'll have localization in Japanese by the middle of next year. So that is certainly something that's on our, you know, very much on our roadmap, and that we've thought about. And I mean, I've spent a lot of time in Japan, actually.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Spent a lot of time gaming in Japan and you know, interacting with gamers in Japan and going to events there. So I am very aware of the deep passion that the Japanese community feels around games, and we certainly want to be able to tap into that.
Yeah, and the Japanese love it when you make things in Japanese. They just love it when you do things in their own language. And I know that the huge Magic the Gathering community here. Even my coworkers, like he like has his own website with like everything is in Japanese explaining Magic the Gathering, and it's a huge website, and it's all done by him. And I was like, wow, I didn't realize how big this was here.
Yeah, big event for Japan this weekend. This coming weekend is the Magic World Championship. Multiple Japanese players competing in that event. So,
oh wow, you're gonna be busy.
Yeah, it's gonna be busy. Yeah. So, but yeah. So how are we gonna judge these memes? How's this gonna work?
Yeah. Let me go ahead and I was just gonna share my screen, and then we can go ahead and go through each one. Looks like there's about maybe 40 memes.
Oh
maybe.
my god, really?
I don't know. No, there's 47 comments. So.
Okay.
And I have a feeling one or two people put it in the wrong location. But I'd like to give everyone not everyone's super Twitter savvy, so I want to try and give them an opportunity if possible.
Okay. I'm opening up my notepad so I can make some.
I realize meme may not be the best idea, may not be the best thing for emergence, and that artwork is more appropriate maybe. So probably if we do another one and do artwork.
Sure. Oh, I mean, we could certainly do fan art, right? Like that would be really cool to see people their takes on the characters. I would love to do something like that.
Yeah, so I kind of changed the rules for this one because I was like, oh, I think fan art's more appropriate. But I do there was some really good memes. I love the one with the detergent one, or no, the conditioner one.
Oh yeah, that one was really good.
Oh, you could tell he's been paying attention. Okay, and let me see. Yep, here's the first one. This is Nathan with me. I don't know if this counts as profane, but here it is. I don't quite get the smasher thing behind it, but maybe it's a smasher.
Mazer has the ability to sculpt any object he wants out of electromagnetic gas. His body's been transformed into electromagnetic gas and is contained within his suit. And so he can sort of manifest any kind of physical object he wants out of that. And so he's just made some crazy, gun rig to, fight his enemies with.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's pretty funny. What's the next one? Oh, this is a pretty common meme. My parents in their 20s. Me in my 20s. InterPop up, pretty much.
Or I like that.
Or 30s or 40s. Oh, this one was pretty good. Yeah.
I liked this one a lot. I saw this. I like the idea of the Blotterverse.
Join the Blotterverse. No metaverse. There's a Blotterverse.
Yeah.
Cool. So you think this one's like a runner-up? You think?
I like that one. Yeah, I think that is definitely. I definitely had that as a runner-up.
Field Agent Grim. Okay. And this one is also pretty. He has two good ones actually. This one's pretty good. We get you, vape.
I lean towards. I love the Time Blotter storyline so much. I kind of lean towards the Blotterverse more than I lean here, but I like this one a lot too.
Are you seeing this properly? Mine's showing when I share the screen, it looks like it's kind of fragmenting a bit.
Yeah, it's like tiling a little bit or something.
Weird. Okay, maybe it's the streaming software.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. You can kind of see it. Oh, interesting. It's only the second time I've streamed with this software, so I'm not sure if there's any better software. I don't know. Yeah, let me think. Oh, this was the really good one. Oh.
If you go down, you can see the finished version of this.
Yeah. I thought it was really cool how they did they recorded the whole art process. Okay, here it is. Oh, it's further down?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just do these ones. I'll just do them in order so I don't lose one. I submitted my entry in the meme contest today. I will win it for sure. You missed the deadline. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
People who won the InterPop meme contest. Woo! Oh man,
I like that. But I think we're looking for a little more InterPop content here.
Yeah,
to sort of get into the running.
I think so too. These are just the meme creators they used.
But I do like this.
Yeah, they're funny.
Yeah.
Wait, why is it all fragmented? This is weird. Let me try unsharing and sharing again.
All right. Looks good now.
There we go.
There we go.
New edition of InterPop welcome. Yeah, that was like 2 days ago. The guy
Yeah, it was
was
definitely.
7,000. There's two people though, because there always has to be another one going up, right? Do you remember what the highest bid was? I wasn't able to watch it. It was too late for me.
Yeah, it was. I went from like 6,250 straight to 7,000. I think was what
Oh,
I saw.
just cutting them out.
Yeah, just like slam. I was really. It felt like an old west thing. I felt like someone was going to be like, I bid 7,000 Tez and my grandfather's pocket watch. You know. But,
Oh, I figured out how to get it to work. I'd have to click every time on this little tab.
okay.
Annoying. Okay. Emergence TCG. Okay. Oh, it's got Elon Musk in there.
There were a couple of Last Supper looking memes in the mix here.
Yeah. This is more of like a crypto one, I think.
Yeah.
But he did add some of the emergence graphics. This one looked pretty nice.
I like that he captured the glare that's always coming off my glasses.
Yeah. The Tezos Eco eyes, laser eyes. Okay, is it working there? Can you see it? Oh, there you go.
It broke up. Yeah, now it looks fine.
Keeps doing this. Oh, this one's like a long one here. Yeah, that's another crypto one. That's good though. Oh, this guy, I like this one. Sort of. What is this? What country is this? I don't know, but.
Yeah, I don't know that I got this one.
Oh, I think it's if you're a really religious company and then it's like you get married for the first time, you can
Got it.
first time for the first time, but instead of like hitting the hay, he decides to check out the new comic.
I understand now. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I think the priorities are a little mixed up, and I appreciate it. That's really funny.
Yeah. Oh, this one was pretty good too. It's a shame. Do you get this one? I think maybe it has something to do with the comic that I didn't get.
I think it might be a little bit of like, you think you're looking all kind of like cute and soft in your selfie, but then you're making a weird face or you're coming off a little harsh. Devastatrix is definitely an intimidating character, and Zoe is certainly a little less disarming. So I get it. I think I love Devastatrix. She's one of my favorite characters that we created. She runs an emergent fighting league where folks are maybe taking a different route than just like fighting crime or committing crime. So she's awesome. But I like this one.
Cool.
But not quite. I don't think I had this in my runner-up category.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't quite get the joke, but I like that they actually added emergence artwork to it. So, I think this is another. Oh yeah, this is another crypto meme. That's pretty good though.
It is pretty good.
Elon Musk. There we go. This one. Oh, this one I haven't seen yet. Can you see it?
I kind of can see it. Oh, there we go.
No, let's start over. Oh, he's picking up all the different types of NFTs.
Oh yeah, I see it.
And then he got all these new NFTs. Then emergence comes. Okay, that's cute.
Very nice. I think this might be runner-up category for me. I like the philosophy here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's conveying.
Okay, so this is at the limit. Cook. Cool. This one was kind of cool. This one with actually.
Yeah, with the accelerant on the cover.
Yeah. They use like the iPad app to like make things move.
Yeah.
I've seen commercials for that app. With Tezos, like the Kamehameha with Tezos.
Yeah,
that's cool how they changed the Tezos graphics. I've never seen that kind of Tezos graphics that's put in like an emergence format.
Yeah, this is actually really nice. I don't know. Maybe we'll narrow in on a runner up, but I think this one is also in the mix for me.
Okay. Okay. So we got 3 runner-ups.
Yeah.
This one, do you like the girl? Oh, okay. It's comparing like Dogecoin to Emergence. Okay. Okay. Nice. Oh wait, you can't quite see it again. There we go.
All right.
Cool, cool. That's all right. This one also had some custom graphics as well, I think.
Oh yeah, this is really nice.
Yeah, this had some really nice graphics, I thought. I'm not sure what he used to create it, but it looks pretty nice. Does it have sound? Oh, it does have sound. Just choosing a character for a game.
Yeah.
Okay, these aren't even really eligible for this. So this one's pretty good though.
Yeah, like this is definitely has to be in the mix.
Yeah, you had to read the story and like understand like the typo and everything.
Yeah,
it's a pretty deep. What do you call it? Like
a deep cut. It's a deep cut. Yeah. When we released the first issue of Emergence Presents #1, there was a printing error, and somehow somewhere along the line in production, 2 whited out words, conditioner and shampoo, like somebody's shopping list, were kind of like hiding on this panel in the comic. And so we released a new edition of the comic, and so there's the sort of there's the error version that a few people bought, which is the hair care version, and then there's the revised and there's the revised edition. But it was kind of quiet. We didn't really talk a ton about it, but yeah, this is a deep cut. This is definitely in the running for winner for me.
Yeah,
right? Like this is like the most sort of cohesive InterPop related one so far.
PRO, okay. And this is another kind of a crypto meme one. Now you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
There you go. And let me see. What's another good one? Oh, that's another crypto meme one. Pretty popular. That's pretty good. It's a meme generation tool. It's cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
This one I thought.
I actually really like this one. I thought this one was really funny.
Yeah. It's the facial what do you call it? The facial expressions really match like what he's saying.
Yeah. So this is definitely
get some really good ones. It's gonna be hard to make a choice, I think.
Right clicker is definitely in the mix there for me.
Okay.
But I'm not sure what the name is, but
Oh, this is just for me. Okay. Some of the people didn't read the directions, I don't think. But I don't know. I appreciate it.
Welcome to the internet. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get this one.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I don't know. I'm not sure what the reference is. Like what is that from?
Maybe it's a cultural reference that we don't get.
Yeah, I don't know it. I'm sorry. I apologize. I hope it's not the most funniest thing I've ever seen, and I just didn't get it.
Yeah. Oh, this is another crypto one, I think. But this one, I've never seen these graphics before. It looks like someone actually drew it, but then maybe they just copied and pasted those 2 in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's actually, it requires a little bit of work to do to get it in the background and everything. So
yeah,
looks nice.
I also like the kind of like allusion to like baking and Tezos, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that. Okay. Yeah. That's true. This one's being weird again. Just a second. I don't know what's up with this software and it doesn't like. Anyways, you've seen this one, right?
I have seen this one. It's a little gruesome.
Yeah, it's bloody. This is actually just a meme generation software too, though. So
yeah,
I wanted to get some more substance, if possible. This one's another meme generation one, but it's good. What else we got here? Oh, this one was pretty interesting.
Yeah. This was definitely not something I was ever expecting to see when we started doing this. Was a Last Supper with the Emergence characters.
Yeah, I don't know if he's he's not even the lead character, is he? He's the Time Blotter.
Professor Helios is pretty important to the overall story, but yeah, Crime Blotter is kind of the
Time Blotter.
The more Time Blotter is the more messianic character, I would say, at this point.
Let's see. These are just crypto. These are just crypto memes. So I'm just gonna skip those. This is another similar one. That's the other one. Yeah. That's a Tezos one. I think the one. I'm trying to find the one that had the really.
I like the one with the missing piece there. I like the puzzle piece one.
What's that?
And this one was also good. No, you just right there. Yeah, there was the two.
Okay, this is a meme generator though. So
okay.
I didn't really want people. If you like it, it's fine, of course. But I don't. Yeah. I just the meme generation. It only takes like 10 seconds to make.
Sure. Yeah, we were looking for a little bit more effort here, right?
Yeah. This one might be meme generator, but I like it.
Yeah, it could also be a stock photo.
Yeah, that's true.
But I certainly do like the sentiment.
Yeah, the sentiment.
Right. Drake meme.
Yeah, that's a pretty common one.
Now it's funny because there's a Magic player named Marshall Sutcliffe who's a really good friend of mine, and Marshall has been sort of co-opted into a Magic version of the Drake meme. And if they'd gone with Marshall here, they would have just won.
Wow.
If they'd gone for that deep cut, the sort of
they should have done some research. I was like, like honestly, it's one, maybe if you spent 3 or 4 hours doing some research and stuff, it wouldn't be too difficult. But that one guy kind of topped them all, I noticed, but I haven't gotten to his yet. Oh, this is pretty good.
I like this one.
Yeah.
Converting people to emergence heads.
Gonna have some masks in the future. Okay, this is another meme generator. Where's the one that we had? I think that was the last one, but we still have to go back to I remember there was a really good one. Oh, it was maybe it was in the comments to this one.
Yeah, I got it right here if you want.
Okay. Can you share your screen then? Oh, it's right here too. Okay. Yeah, let's do it on yours. Maybe it works better on yours. This one's really nice, so.
Let's see. Do I share screen here? I don't think I know how to do that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I love this one, right? Like that's just an amazing piece of work there.
Yeah, I was like, this is probably hands down like the top one. The runners up are going to be maybe difficult, but this is the most work, and it's really, really nice.
Yeah.
Plus I saw you comment. It was the only one you commented on directly, I think.
It did merit a whoa from me on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I liked how they recorded it here.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah, get the process.
I was like, someone got a new job. No. Okay, cool. So do you want to go through the runners up again real quick?
Sure. So how many runner ups are we picking?
2.
So 2. So I'm going to go with conditioner, the hair care one. That's definitely one for me. And I think the right clicker. I think where they made a meme out of an emergence image, right? I feel like you could make that, you could repurpose that over and over again for meme purposes, but it's starting with the emergence. So it's one where Professor Helios has his face in his hands,
Yeah.
and and he's saying, "Oh, you could have just done a screenshot." So I think conditioner and screenshot are my two favorites, because again, they're using emergence art to make their meme. Yeah, there it is.
Okay, so
and I think you could make this meme over and over again with different content, right? I think that just showing how you could use the art. So I think it really satisfies your original criteria of making a meme.
Definitely, yeah.
But really kind of reinventing a new meme with our artwork.
And I think now that people have their creative juices flowing and they kind of see what makes a good meme, and the next competition is going to be pretty crazy.
Well, we'll have to put a little bit of a disclaimer in that comic artists working on the titles are not allowed to participate, so they don't just
Oh, that's true.
farm the contest here.
That's true. They can get their own cards of their own artwork that they did or whatever.
Exactly.
Okay,
that's super cool though. I thank you so much for doing this and for sharing your enthusiasm for what we're doing here and getting people excited and engaged and thinking about what we're doing. I really appreciate that so much. And it's really been a lot of fun to see people sharing this stuff with us on Twitter. So I'm going to go through and comment on everybody's stuff probably tomorrow and say thank you so much and all that. But I really appreciate it.
No problem. Your behalf. We do have one more giveaway this video. We still have about 8 minutes, and I'd like to give people a chance to ask questions. Looks like there's about 5 people in the audience right now. Okay. So if anybody wants to ask any questions, I did say that I was going to give like one of the original comics. I got a bunch of copies from the original Topia.io thing. So I was going to give away one of those to anybody who asked the best question during our chat today. So if you guys want to go ahead and ask your questions, fire away. I totally forgot to tweet about this before I started this.
Yeah, I've been. Oh my! I should have done that also. I was literally on phone calls from, about 2 this afternoon until about 2 minutes before we did this. It's been kind of a whirlwind day. So.
Yeah, and then you guys decided to do the drop last night, and it's like 1 a.m. for me. So. I was like staying up late. I'm like, I gotta get up at like 6 a.m. for something else tomorrow.
Did you get one of the covers that dropped today?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay.
I got 2 for another giveaway. So. Okay, so okay, so they said I'm new to all this. Who should I follow on Twitter and YouTube to learn more? Okay, so go ahead and follow. You can follow me. You can follow InterPop Emergence comic. You can follow Brian, right?
Yeah, at InterPop. At Emergence TCG, at Top 8 Games is me. And that's a great spread. I retweet everything. From either of those other accounts. Those accounts usually will retweet me. It's a great spot, and we usually do a follow Friday from the InterPop account, talking about some of the different comic creators. So at InterPop is a great place to start. And definitely join the InterPop Discord.
And if you want any video tutorials, things like that, guys, feel free to subscribe to the channel as well. I'm gonna start making more tutorials on InterPop as well once I get some more free time. So go ahead, and if you want to learn how to connect and make sure you get the latest InterPop drops, also make sure to go on their Discord channel. That's where they kind of do the announcements of the really limited edition drops. And you can join the discussion with them there.
Yeah, and if you go to interpop.io, which is our website, you can sign up for a mailing list where we also drop some information about when we're going to be releasing things. So it's a minimally invasive, information dense email. that comes every week. So
I think one of our winners is now asking a question. Pierre is, I think he was the one that created the one with the Professor Helios.
Oh, nice. That was great. I really enjoyed that one.
So he asked a question. He said, InterPop got me first into Tezos NFTs. Have you been approached to produce a movie yet?
No, not yet. But obviously, when you talk about superhero comics, that's what everyone thinks about. We really are focused on telling our story this year with these characters, and we have a lot of story to get to, and a lot of really great creators. I think the Zoe MG is our next comic that's coming out. We have Danielle Page writing it. She's a New York Times bestselling author. She's amazing. She's doing such a great job with it. And I would be shocked if when that book comes out and there's a few issues of that in the can, that somebody doesn't come, throwing a bag of money at us to try to turn that into a movie or a TV show, because the character is so amazing. And the story that Danielle has been telling with her is really fantastic, top-notch stuff.
Oh, nice. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Cool.
But no, question. Not yet.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit early. I mean, it's only been, 3 issues?
Yeah, three issues, and, we're getting there.
Yeah. Oh, do you know Splinterlands? He's asking, will the gameplay be similar to Splinterlands? I don't think
I do know Splinterlands. It is not, it is a little more, I don't know what the right word. It's a little more complex, the gameplay, right? Where Splinterlands is a beautiful game. They've done a really great job. This is different. I would say, more in the direction of, something like Hearthstone or Magic in terms of complexity level and in terms of, what you're doing. We've really, ultimately every card game has a lot of similarities, but I think there's some pretty unique qualities to this that hopefully a year from now people will be asking, is it like Emergence? So about about the next game that's coming out. We have some really unique features to our gameplay. And,
okay, so the mechanics are going to be different than Splinterlands. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely different than Splinterlands.
Okay.
But Splinterlands is gorgeous. Really a beautiful game.
I need to check it out. Splinterlands. Okay. What else we got here? I think that's all. Oh, yeah. I think that's all. Is Emergence or InterPop? Is this for adults or kids? What kind of age range are you going for?
Honestly, we say 16 and up on the comics. We're nobody's cursed or been nude in our comics. I don't think we, we're not going for an R rating, but stuff's going to happen. There's going to be serious consequences. There's mature storylines.
Time travel, which kind of messed me up, honestly. I was like, where are we going here?
Time travel is rated PG-13. Yeah,
I had to reread the first issue. I was like, wait, what? What happened with Time Blotter? He's Crime Blotter? What is this? Yeah.
But I have always found comics have been something that I've read from when I was a kid. I could still read those comics today as an adult. Going for a really classic, what I would say all ages approach, but certainly not doing stuff that you would consider children's comics. We view these as being like 16 and older.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I was a pretty mature 16-year-old, so maybe my bar is a little too high. I don't know.
Yeah, all the cool kids in school will be doing it. Okay, he said that sounds great. Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Okay, then it looks like that's all the time we have. Which question did you like the best? I can repeat the questions again if you want.
I definitely liked the vision there, asking if anyone's approached us about making movies or TV shows with our comics.
And Pierre is winning it today. Woo! Nice. There with the good questions. That's what you get for being a real fan, right?
Yeah, that was really good.
Cool.
You know, certainly something that we think about a lot when we're telling these stories. So.
Okay. All right, Pierre. I'll hit you up on Twitter and get your address and everything and get you sorted out after the video here. Woo! He's like, yeah. Awesome. All right. Cool. Thanks for joining today. It was really fun
pleasure,
talking
Mac.
to you. So excited.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah. Hopefully, find myself in Japan. We could in the near future again. We could play some games.
Sounds like a plan. And thanks for viewing, guys. And I'll catch you all next time.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.